You seek your associates, but you cannot find them.
You are so very alone. How does it feel
To be one.
against the infinite?
That is really cool. I didn't want to interrupt that. Okay, so we were back with System 2. We were investigating that noise. That like robot. It sounds like Wally getting like strangled. Every time I think it's like Wally trying to say evil, but he's getting like strangled at the same time, which doesn't make much sense since he's a robot, doesn't have vocal cords, or I guess esophagus. No, esophagus is in your digestive tract. It's your bronchitis, not bronchitis. That's a fucking disease. Your bronchial. That's the one. Anyway, regardless of that, we found I think a better rocket launcher. And this is when I found out that if you don't have enough space in your inventory, it doesn't matter what the hell's in your hand, you won't be able to pick it up. Which is kind of weird. I guess I'm just not used to it. I didn't realize that was a thing. I thought I could just pick it up and like carry it in my hands. But apparently, if it's not in your inventory and there's like no area for your for the item to go or the weapon you're going to place, it just sort of just throw it on the ground. Like, I ain't carrying this shit. It goes in my bag. And yeah, I wanted to modify this. I think I modified a few of my weapons. I think they're all modified out. I did that like off camera. The thing I don't like about the modify and the hacking in this, you're supposed to connect 3, but if it goes around a corner, it doesn't count, which seems weird. It's like, well, I got 3. Does it really matter that they're on at an angle? Like, I mean, I played Connect 3. I guess it doesn't really work that way. Yeah, but I was kind of really nervous, and I decided to swap out to I think that's armor-piercing rounds, because I heard robots, so I put 2 and 2 together, and I was like, okay, I can hear it. I think it's a Cyber Mother. It's been a while since I actually watched this. That's where the grate would have fell, and we would have dropped in, and I think she would have triggered. Yeah, she did hit me. Stupid bitch. How dare you? How dare thee hit me? What the fuck? But yeah, so now this place is where the Deck 5 crew quarter key is, and like where the giant clusterfuck of enemies just swarm in. Like, oh my god. We open one door, shoot one egg, and there's like 3 guys who backspawn us, and now we have to deal with this bug crap. For those who don't know, this is a new kind of enemy that we deal with a lot later in the game. It's like these little flies that come out of some of the egg sacs, and you can't actually kill said flies. There's no possible way of doing it. And instead, you just have to run around until you hear them like fizzle out. Which is, I don't know. I don't know how long the lifespan of insects that are born like seconds. I know flies like last a day or 2 before they move on to their next life cycle. That's really weird.
You've served me well, transmitting cybernetic modules.
Now, for all you efficient people who are like, oh my god, that wasn't efficient because I was shooting armor-piercing rounds on bio units, I think that would probably. I don't think it affects me in the like now, but later in the game it might, because I waste like a bunch of ammo on like shooting random things with different types of weapon type. Oh, and right here, I didn't realize you picked up the key. I picked it up so fast, I just assumed I would go in my like inventory, even though it has no spots. So I just sort of like sat around going, the fuck did I pick up? I think there might be a way to look at your keys, but I didn't think I picked up a key. I just know I picked up something, and Shodan was happy. She gave me cyber modules. I also really wanted to go out this window, because I assumed it was a window, and I could go down there. And I could shoot through it, but not go through it myself, which is weird. I probably don't want to go down there. Probably like be like an insta-death. But what do the cool kids say nowadays? A YOLO? Is that still a thing? Those are the end research things that I threw away earlier because I didn't have the chemical needed. Didn't want to pick it up now either. And we do have this key code. We got it a while ago. I think last video, the video before that, 34093. I think that's what that says. Jesus. Yeah, looks like it. Good. And of course, I'm still wasting armor-piercing rounds because I am a noob. Please report. Uninstall. And then from behind, cyber mothers come out of freaking Bufu, Egypt and start shooting me. Weird part is I started using anti-personnel rounds on them, and they are robots. They're cyber mothers. They are, which they don't do as much damage as you would think the anti-personnel rounds. You would need to use our armor piercing to be the most effective. But for some reason, I didn't think I had that much of a hard time using anti-personnel rounds. There's no explanation in the game where it's like, you should use this over that. You just sort of have to guess. You have to guesstimate, you know? You're just like, oh, well, that doesn't do a lot of damage. I need to be as efficient as I can. Something that I probably wasn't doing the entire game. Of course, this is my second game, and if you didn't know, I got up to the same area that I did in my first game in about 3 hours less. So, yeah, so the last recording session, I think 25, it said that I was at like 55 hours, 5 hours and a half. And in this one, it's like 2 hours and a half. It does take me a while to find the pictures for the transmitter. I do have to look those up because those were hard to find. There's no like clear way to be like, oh, this is a camera, or this is a broken picture, and this one is not. I should use that one. You just sort of walk around for like hours on end, clicking every photo that you can see. And if you miss one photo, you miss like half the key. I didn't look up the key itself. I looked up the location. I just want to point that out because I was like, oh, I don't want to be like that guy who's like, ah, fuck it, I'll just look up a guide. But at the same time, I didn't want to spend 12 hours looking for one broken photo because there was one that I couldn't find. And then the worst part was I thought I had found it, and it's the one in here that I walked past a few times. And there was one that I was like, there's no broken photo here. They all look fine. Which is stupid. But I walked past it. I didn't realize it was the last code, and I thought I had got them all. But then I found out that I was missing a number, I think. I think I shut the camera because it spotted me from, like, Bufu fucking Egypt. I'm not sure I'm using the grenades when I have anti-personnel, not anti-personnel rounds, but armor piercing. Probably would have made that a little easier. And then I noticed that there was that asshole up here, so when shotgun showed the face. And I didn't turn off the... For some reason I didn't turn off the the camera control, even though I walked past said camera control center. Yeah, those are those stupid monkeys that throw like grenades at you or something. It's like an explosive thing. I don't really understand it myself. So many cameras. It was in here. That room I was telling you about with the photos. It's in that room. There's a broken photo that with part of the code, and you're supposed to look at it, and I didn't the entire time. I didn't do any looking at the photos in the first go around. And I apparently went to my camera there for a second, or my monitor. Something weird happened with the audio there for a second. What the fuck? I'm just happy because earlier when I tried to record this, there was like a point at like 2 minutes in, it cut the audio and then wouldn't, like, it was so weird. Like, it cut the audio in the video itself, but not the actual audio in, it's like, the video itself, if you go like past that point, it had perfect audio, but if you go to that point, it would trigger like something, and then the rest of the video's audio would just die. I was like, what the fuck? I have some weird tech problems. Thank God the audio hasn't cut. I was really worried about that. And I'm pretty sure there should be a giant robot around here soon. We finally got rid of the security alert. There it is. And boom, there he goes. We got some eggs in here. Eggs suck poop. I don't like them. And of course there's bugs. I thought I could like just like hit them away with my with a melee weapon, like mess up the swarm, but that does not work. Nothing. You can't actually damage these, and they get really annoying, especially late game when you have like nothing, and you're just sort of run around for like hours, trying to like evade their damage. Because if they hit you, they do like 3 damage a second, and they can do quite a bit of damage. They can stack up damage over time, and it's really fucking annoying. I'm using proximity grenades again. I should just throw those out. Can I? Do I throw them out? I swear to God, I should. I don't use them. I don't ever have to, and I missed that EMP horribly, I might add. Missed that camera. That's the one I wanted, the security camera. What am I doing? Trying to repair something, but I think that's a hacking thing. Yeah, I guess I was trying to repair my weapons. Ooh, some ammo and grenades. Or is that nanites? I can't tell. The screen's so small in this. Windows Movie Maker, please. Become bigger. Oh, we now finally have standard weapon 6, which takes so freaking long to use that. What I find weird is that you need weapon standard 6 in order to use an assault rifle, but you need like heavy 2 or heavy 1 to use a freaking grenade launcher. I don't know. It seems a little weird to me. That's all. And I was about to shoot that with a actual rocket launcher. I really was. Wow. I was very tempted on hitting that. Again, I don't actually go back and try and turn off the security measure. Probably should fucking do that now. I was really worried because he threw something. I saw his arm motion, but he didn't actually throw anything. Can I turn the... there we go. I'm pretty sure that uses 20 nanites. I think that's what that does. To turn off the security. I mean, it would have to cost something, I think. That's such an annoying sound. Like, in-game, it doesn't sound annoying, the menuing. But... this recording sounds like it really hurts your ears. I don't understand why. So from now on, I was going to use like a 2-weapon thing. Use my pistol for armor-piercing round, and use my not assault rifle, shotgun for anti-personal rounds. So I could swap between the two. Be like, if it's like an enemy or if it's a robot, I can just swap between the 2 weapons and save up grenades. In all honesty, I should be using melee weapon because it doesn't require ammo, which seems to be the most effective way of playing this game. Try and save as much ammo as you can because ammo seems kind of like I'll finish talking after this, guys.
Captain Diego is in complete accord with this decision. I know that you are skeptical by nature, Miri. But I know once you embrace our discovery, you and the entire board will come over to our way of thinking.
Anyway, from that, besides that sketchy guy, so the ammo in this game seems, it almost feels like there's a lot of ammo that I can pick up and go and, you know, use, but at the same time, it feels too, like later in the game, it feels like there's barely anything, and I'm just working with scraps. Especially late game, like, oh my god, the last, like, 2 hours, I have, like, the same ammo for, like, about the entire 2 hours, until the end, where I need all the ammo, and I barely squeeze out enough. I think I'm swapping my pistol out. Let's keep it that way, you stupid fuck. I don't like these robots. Oh, is this the movie theater? Oh, yeah. So there's this little movie theater in here. That goes back to the athletics center, which we need to once we get the key. And I don't think we have the key yet. But this movie theater is kind of a pain in the dick. And you'll see why once we walk inside. There's nothing of importance for me to Bye. So you might be thinking, why is this so annoying? Well, there are eggs, and there's an egg right there, and I did not kill that egg. And instead, that egg spawned a bunch of flies, which, well, I think comes soon. Maybe the next video. Probably just in the next video. I guess I'm gonna fuck with these flies for a bit. I'm an idiot sometimes. Oh, they died. Okay, never mind. Maybe later. I remember having a problem with them.